Hello children, in our previous video we have seen that the author and his friend has arrived to Basra and his friend got his mail, but the author did not get his mail and he was waiting there for a few days. And he says that in the first day he could not able to make call because the line was out of order, and the second day the exchange was closed due to a religious holiday. On the third day there was another big breakdown, and finally on the fifth, after 5 days, he got his mail. And once he got his mail, he carried it to his bedroom to read. I carried it to my bedroom to read, and there, squatting on the floor, were two Arabs. Beside them lay a sack that screamed from time to time. They handed me a note from my friend. Here is your order. After getting a mail, he came to his room to read the mail, and to his surprise, he saw two Arabs sitting on the floor and a sack beside them. His friend has given him a note saying, here is your order. This means the Arab has brought the order for him in a sack. Now let us move on to the second part. With the opening of the sack begin a phase of my life that has not yet ended and may, for all I know, not end before I do. It is in effect a thalrum to otters, an otter fixation that I have since found to be shared by most other people who have ever owned one. He says like, after opening the sack, a new part of the life of him has begun, and he don't think that it will end. Here the author Max says that he is very much attached to the otter, and he is so fond of the otter. So he says the new phase which had begun will never end in his life. The creature that emerged from the sack on the spacious tiled floor of the consulate bedroom resembled most of all a very small medievally conceived dragon. From the head to the tip of the tail, he was coated with symmetrical pointed scales of mud armor. Between those tips was visible a soft velvet fur like that of a chocolate brown mole. He is now describing about the appearance of the otter. The otter's body was coated with symmetrically pointed scales of mud armor. He says like the otter is covered with mud, and between those symmetrically pointed scales of mud, he could able to see the chocolate brown mole that is the color of the otter's fur. He shook himself, and I half expected a cloud of dust, but in fact it was not for another month that I managed to remove the last of the mud and see the otter as it were in its true color. And here the author believes that when the otter shook himself, he'll get rid of the mud, but actually it took nearly a month's time to get rid of all the mud and to see completely the otter.